तत्र तत्र यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत् प्रयन्ति अभिसं विशन्ति तद् विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्म इति श्रुतम्. In this regard, the Shruti states, inquire about the Supreme Brahman who is the source of the creation, maintenance, dissolution and liberation of all creatures of this world. This is Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1. तत्किं जगज्जन्मादिकारणं ब्रह्म विष्णुः उत ब्रह्म रुद्रादिषु अन्यतमः इति अपेक्षायां रामत्वेन अवतीर्णः विष्णुः एव वेदान्तवेद्यं परं ब्रह्म इति उच्यते. Now, is that Supreme Brahman referred to here in Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1? Is this Vishnu or one amongst the other worshipable deities such as Brahma and Rudra? Ramayana asserts that the Supreme Brahman is none other than Vishnu, who is descended as Rama. Upakrama upasamharau abhyaso purvata phalam अर्थवादो भक्ति च लिंगम तात्पर्य निर्णय ये इति उक्ता षड्विध तात्पर्य लिंग संभवात्. Because this can be proven through 6 signs. This is ratified by examining the following 6 signs. The signs used to determine overall meaning are beginning, conclusion, repetition, novelty, result, praise, and logical reason. So there are 6 signs here because praise and logical reason count as a single sign. This verse from Brihad Samhita is quoted by Sri Madhvacharya in his commentary to the Vedanta Sutra 1.1.4. This method of analysis by checking for these 6 signs will now be applied to ascertain the identity of the Supreme Brahman in the Ramayana. Regarding the 6 signs, Sri Gopi Prananand Prabhu has commented as follows in his explanation of Satsasundarbha Sarvasamvadini, text 54. An extended passage of a text may discuss several themes, thus causing difficulty in judging what the main theme of the passage is. The method of deciding by these 6 signs is provided for resolving such doubts. If an idea is mentioned both at the beginning and at the end of a passage, that idea is likely to be the central theme. Again, the idea is likely to be the central theme if it is mentioned repeatedly, if it is introduced as new information not revealed before, if knowing or executing the idea is said to lead to a special result, if the idea is highly praised, and if a logical argument is presented to establish its importance. By comparing which of these signs are present or absent for each of a number of alternative themes, one can determine the actual theme. And when an alternative has Gati Samanya, or the concurrence of more than one sign, it becomes an especially likely candidate. Srila Jiva Goswami uses this method several times in the Sandarbhas. For example, near the end of Shri Paramatma Sandarbha 105, when he demonstrates the Bhagavatam's principle theme. So this is a method provided from within the Vedic system of deliberation to understand the intended meaning of a passage. Now, this is also applied to deal with the intended meaning of a text itself. Of a large book like Ramayana or Srimad Bhagavatam, etc. So here Sri Govindaraja will apply this to understand what is the identity of the Supreme Brahman in Valmiki Ramayana. तथा हि उपक्रमे तावत् कौन्वस्मिन् इत्यादिना वेदान्तो तत् सकलगुण सम्पन्नः किं विष्णुः उत अन्यः ब्रह्मादिषु अन्यतमः इति वाल्मीकिना पृष्टे इक्ष्वाकुवंश प्रभो राम इत्यादिना रामत्वेन अवतीर्णो विष्णुरेवे इति नारदेन उक्तम्. Beginning. The Ramayana begins with Valmiki's questions 1.1.1 to 5 to Narada. These questions aim at ascertaining whether the Supreme Brahman, described in the Upanishads as possessing the qualities expressed in those questions, is Vishnu or someone else, that is one among those headed by Brahma. Narada Muni answers by identifying the person with those qualities as Ram, born in the dynasty of Ikshvaku. 1.1.8. In other words, it is Lord Vishnu who possesses all those attributes of the Supreme Brahman. So you should keep in mind that Valmiki is not just an ordinary person, he's a transcendentalist. From a list of Vyasas presented in the Vishnu Purana, it is understood that at some point Valmiki was a Vyasa also. So he's a great sage. Narada Muni is also not just anybody. From Matsya Purana, we understand that he had learned Ramayana from Lord Brahma. And summary for human beings was to be prepared. It's for that reason that this very conversation took place between Valmiki and Narada Muni. Both of them being exalted sages, well conversant with the teachings and conclusions of the Vedic scriptures. It's not surprising that the reason why all these questions are asked and the reason why all these answers are provided, they indicate that Lord Vishnu is the supreme absolute truth. It is a kavya. A kavya expresses most of its imports through hints, not directly. Upasamhare cha Chaturmukha praha. Conclusion. Towards the end of the Ramayana is a statement by the four-faced Brahma conveyed to Lord Rama through Rudra. Tavaham purvake bhave putra parapuranjaya sankshipya cha pura lokan mayaya swayamevahi bharnave shayanopsu mam tvam purvam ajijanaha padme divya tasankashe nabhyam utpadya mamapi prajapatyam tvaya karma mayi sarvam niveshitam ityadina. सर्व जगत कारण प्रजापति जनकत्वेन सकल जगत कारणं ब्रह्म विष्णु एवेति उक्तम्. Conclusion. Towards the end of the Ramayana is a statement by the four-faced Brahma conveyed to Lord Rama through Rudra. Rudra told Rama, actually it is Brahma speaking, through a message. In a former birth, I was your son who conquered all the cities of your opponents. O hero, I was born to Maya then. I am time. All this, actually this is Rudra himself. Now I remember. This is Rudra himself. The powerful grandfather, Lord and Master of the worlds, Brahma, has stated as follows in a message to be conveyed to you. This is the message. In the past, you yourself wound up the worlds of the animate and inanimate through your very potency of mind. While lying on the waters of the great Garbhodaka ocean, you gave birth to me. You gave birth to me from your divine lotus navel, that was as brilliant as the sun and gave me the entire responsibility of the creation of the creatures. 7.104.2, 3, 4, and 7. Through statements such as the above, it is admitted that Lord Vishnu alone is the Supreme Brahman, the cause of all the worlds. Since he has been stated to be the cause of all worlds, and the generator of the creature, the creator of the creatures. It is very clear that Janmadhyasya Yato Vayumano Bhutani, that source, that is Lord Narayana. Abhyasascha tasyaiva drishyate. Repetition. Repetition means that all of these features are present only in Lord Vishnu and nobody else. Has been repeated many, many times in the Ramayana. For those who are students of the Vedanta Sutra, the importance of these qualities of the Supreme Brahman are very important. As time progresses, as more and more devotees begin to study Prasanatrayi, proper Vaishnava explanations to the 10 Upanishads, the classical commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta Sutra also, then we will begin to understand also the significance behind this way of argumentation. Repetition. That Lord Vishnu alone possesses the features of the Supreme Brahman as described in the Upanishads is repeated throughout the Ramayana. Balakande, Etasmin Antare Vishnu, Upayato Mahadviti, Shankachakra Gadapani, Pitavasa, Jagatpatihi, the Jagat Karnatvam Uttam. Canto 1, Balakanda. When Lord Brahma approached Lord Vishnu to incarnate as the son of Dasharatha, it is mentioned that he is the cause of the universe. At this time, the greatly effulgent Lord of the universe, Lord Vishnu, bearing in his hands a conch, discus, and mace, dressed in yellow cloth, appeared. Jagatpati. This indicates that he is original master. And from the Upanishads, we understand that the original creator, maintainer, and destroyer are the same. So here, Jagatpati itself is an indication that he is the creator and destroyer of the universe. Also, is not just the maintainer of the universe. Lord of the universe means maintainer of the universe, which further implies that he is both the cause and the cause of the creation and the cause of the destruction of the universe. Tata uttaratra devaha tum gatihi paramadeva sarvesham parantapa ityahuhu vena paratva asadharanam sarvasharanyatvam uttam. The demigods then prayed to him, acknowledging him to be the supreme being, whose uncommon quality is that he is the object of surrender for all. That means for anyone who wants to elevate himself, who wants to attain karma phala, or jnana phala, or yoga phala, or bhakti phala, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has identified that in the scriptures there are these different levels: karma, jnana, yoga, bhakti. Sometimes the different elements of yoga, he says, some of them can be put under jnana and the rest can come under bhakti. In which case this is karma, jnana, bhakti. Karma is that process by which one can attain dharma, artha, kama. Dharma means piety, pious credits. Artha means wealth. Kama means enjoyment of desirable sound, touch, form, taste, smell. So dharma, artha, kama is considered to be the best form of materialism. Just as if one only wants kama, there's not even one artha kama, is considered a foolish person in this world. From the Vedic perspective, one who does not want dharma, artha, kama is considered a very foolish person. So this is the path of elevationism, as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur indicates. One elevates himself life after life after life, materially. In jnana, one aims at moksha. That means freedom from the cycle of birth and rebirth. On the path of bhakti, pure bhakti means or Vishnu bhakti, Bhagavad bhakti. Krishna bhakti includes bhakti to his plenary expansions. Anukulyena Krishnanushilanam, according to Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, includes devotional service to Krishna's plenary expansion. So Rama bhakti also comes inside. So the goal of bhakti is meant to be prema bhakti. The goal of bhakti is bhakti itself. Sadhana bhakti leads to bhava bhakti, which leads to prema bhakti. So anyone who wants the result of the karma process or jnana process or bhakti process has to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu Tattva. Otherwise, he cannot get anything. This is one way of saying it. Another way of saying, the Gaudiya Vaishnava way of saying it is, karma has to be mixed with bhakti in order to attain the results of karma. Jnana has to be mixed with bhakti in order to attain the results of jnana. There is no question of engaging in bhakti successfully unless one surrenders unto the Lord. Shadanga Sharanagati Haribeja Har Tar Prarthana Sunan Sri Nandapuma. Krishna listens to the prayers of one who accepts the 6 items of surrender. So, the uncommon quality of the Supreme Being is that he is the object of surrender for everyone. Sarvasya Prabhumisha, Sarvasya Sharanam Grahat. He is described in the Upanishads also as the object of surrender to everyone. That is noted here in Ramayana 1.15.26. Oh Lord, you alone are the supreme means of auspiciousness for all of us. O tormentor of your enemies, kindly resolve to incarnate in the world of humans to kill the enemies of the Devas. So they had surrendered to Lord Narayana. It's not that simply offering prayers. You cannot simply offer prayers. Even for demigod worship, or even in demigod worship, one has to surrender to those demigods. Kamaisya Kritagyana Prapadyante Devata. Prapadyante. Surrender to the demigods. Vedanta Deshika notes that even in this world, forget about even the world of the celestial beings, even the world of human beings, you need something from someone superior, which can only be gotten from someone superior. You will have to surrender to. Same 6 items. Tatah uttaratra. Tato Devarshi Gandharva Sarudra Sapsarogana Stutibhir Divya Rupabhis Tushtu Madhusudanamiti Sarvas Tutyat Pumuktam. Then it is mentioned that all of the Devas offered prayers unto him, demonstrating that he is meant to be offered prayers by everyone. Then Devas, Rishis, Gandharvas, the Rudras, and the Apsaras glorified the killer of the Madhudemon with poetic praises that describe his divine spiritual nature. So unless one surrenders unto the Supreme Lord and offers prayers, now offering prayers to the Supreme Lord without any duplicity or diplomacy is also a part of the 6 items of surrender. Guptritve Varanam, to accept the Supreme Lord as our protector. That includes verbally acknowledging by praying. Tato Vishwamitraha. Then there is a statement of Vishwamitra. Aham vedmi mahatmanam ramam satya parakramam vasishthopi mahateja ye che me tapasi sthita iti. I am aware that Rama is a supreme soul and that his prowess is true. Even Vasishtha of great prowess and all those here situated in austerities also know this. These are all very, very, for those who are learned in the Upanishads, they'll immediately understand. They'll immediately understand what these are referring to. For those who don't understand, Sri Govindaraja gives references here. Vedaham etam purusham mahantam tam etam vedano vachanena brahmana vividishanti yajnena danena tapasana shekena iti sutyuttaritya mahapurushatvam tapobalam vina tasya durgyayatvam cha aha. Without the strength of austerity, one cannot know and understand the nature of the Supreme Being, the Mahapurusha. This is stated in the Shruti as follows. I know this Supreme Being to be the Mahapurusha, the great being. This is Shvetashvatara Upanishad 3.8. And Brahmanas desire to understand the Supreme Person through Vedic studies, sacrifices, charities, austerities, and fasting. This is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.4.22. This verse 1.19.14, Aham Vedmi Mahatmanam Rama, this is spoken by Vishwamitra when you try to make Dasharatha understand the true transcendental nature of Lord Ramachandra. It's a very interesting explanation by Sri Govindaraja to this verse. Those who are interested should go through that. Very nice, very, very nice. Clearly reveals the Lord's nature. Sita Vivahe Vasishthopi. During Sita's wedding, Vasishtha also revealed that Lord Vishnu is the original cause of all this, very explicitly revealed. Avyakta Prabhu Brahma Shashvato Nitya Avdeya Tasman Marichi Sanjagya Marichi Kashyapa Sutaha Kashyapa Sutaha Iti Sarva Mula Karanatvam Raji Rashat. From the unmanifest Lord was born Brahma, eternal, everlasting, and inexhaustible. From him, Marichi was born. Marichi's son was Kashyapa. 1.70.90. So notice this. The source of everything. This is a whole description of the lineages. So while describing the genealogy, in fact, the original source is referred to as Avyakta, the unmanifest Lord. The unmanifest Lord is none other than Lord Vishnu, as seen from the statement of Lord Brahma to Lord Rama in 7.104.7 quoted above. Between 7.104. Yeah, Lord Brahma had said, I am born from you. You gave birth to me. Now, when studying the Vedic scriptures, don't expect everything to be stated in one place. Sri Vadiraj notes this in his commentary to Mahabharata. Different points of information are scattered in different places. That's why it's very useful to have a learned spiritual master, because he can help you understand what is present where and help you derive a consolidated understanding. Then Parashuramopi Adhikam Menere Vishnu Devasarshi Ganastada iti Sarvadhikatvam Nidarshitavan. Parashuram also pointed out that Lord Vishnu is the supreme among the worshipable deities. The Devas and Rishis concluded that Lord Vishnu is greater than Lord Shiva. 1.75.20.